можно. Смотри. Да-да.
CBS 13's Elisa Becerra is live in El Dorado County with a look at the results of the second snow survey. Good afternoon.
We remember just a year ago it was dirt out there, literally dirt. And if you look behind me, you can see that snowdrift there. It's about 13, 14 feet high.
That our snowpack overall is way above average. And in some, particularly central and southern Sierra, they are in excess of their normal April accumulation.
Well, we're working to find out more about a dead whale discovered near the HRBT. The Army Corps of Engineers says crews towed the marine mammal to Craney Island today. The agency says the request came this morning from the aquarium stranding response team.
A powerful explosion has destroyed a home in Georgia, USA. One person inside the house was killed, and the blast was felt by people living miles away. Investigators were unable to quickly determine what triggered the blast. White Country Sheriff Neil Walden said the house was just blown all to pieces, adding there was nothing but the foundation there.
Well, there's still hundreds of these jellyfish right along the Deception Bay foreshore, but nowhere near the tens of thousands that we've seen in recent days after an unusually large aggregation of the species beached themselves here on the beach. Now,
along the Afghan-Pakistani border, 3 days of heavy snowfall, which led to a series of deadly avalanches, have left at least 119 people dead and many others injured. As rescuers work to reach isolated regions where more people are feared to be trapped beneath the snow, the death toll is expected to rise.
After 8 hours of continuous rain, this is what the city of Lambayeque in northern Peru looks like. People who live here say their lives have been turned upside down.
Ooh, water spout off Ganthian Point. Just had to run to get here, but that's such an amazing sight. Bloody spectacular. Woo!
You're not going to believe this. I am in Chilliwack right now at a car dealership. The vehicle's just buried in snow.
Bolivia is under a state of emergency after a vast agricultural area of around 1,000 hectares was laid to ruin by a plague of locusts. The locusts first appeared about 1 week ago in an area near Santa Cruz.
Parts of the state are digging out after massive amounts of snow fell over the past 4 days. On Monday, the Blackfeet tribe declared a state of emergency and school was canceled there today in Browning. Officials tell us they're continuing to work to clear highways and get roads plowed to ensure public safety.
Turn now to the other big story of the night. An entire eastern Nevada town devastated by dangerous floodwaters here. Highways washed away, with roads leading in and out of the town of Montello ruined. News specialist Nicole Val's been on the ground there since last night, and tonight she brings us up close to the damage.
It's a different world. It's like stepping into another reality.
But right now, this is his reality.
Out here in the middle of the desert, and it's flooding in the desert. So that is big news, any way you look at it.
The road just broke underneath.
Overnight, Remus Spiridon was behind the wheel of this semi, narrowly making it through before this portion of State Road 233 gave way.
From under this foot of snow, or in the case of this SUV, it looks like 2 feet of snow on top of this one for some reason. Anyway, it's the Boston area's first official blizzard in more than 2 years. The nor'easter blew through New England quickly, but it packed a wallop. Whipping winds and blinding snow pummeled Cape Cod. It even brought a rare weather phenomenon, thunder snow.
Do you hear that? That's thunder snow, yes.
In Rhode Island, this home was damaged by lightning. The storm forced the shutdown of Interstate 95 in Rhode Island. Despite pleas from officials to stay off the roads, up and down the Northeast, trucks flipped over and cars spun out off the road. An SUV plowed into this house in New Hampshire. The driver was taken to the hospital. Some of the worst conditions were along the coast, where massive waves battered homes.
This, the scene now in East Bridgewater. The bolt of lightning hit a tree. That tree then caught fire. It came down onto wires.
Locals call it one of the great natural wonders of the world. Twice, maybe 3 times a century, a huge monsoonal wet hits the Kimberley in our far north. This year, it's transformed the rugged ranges into giant waterfalls after one of the most extreme wet seasons ever.
Western Australia's far north has copped record-breaking rains, transforming the rugged and remote East Kimberley into a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
30 years I've spent up here. And this is hands down by far the best wet season I've ever seen. Tremendous amount of water pumping out of every nook and cranny across the Kimberley landscape at the moment.
Thunder snow. I got it on video.
This is Boston's second storm of the week, and it's turning out to be the biggest. Heavy snow is traveling from the Midwest through a jet stream, and that stream in the atmosphere is keeping the storm cool as it heads our way.
I'm 5'10", that's 70 inches. Imagine 9 more inches above me. That's how much snow has fallen here in the town of Andover. And so far this season, 146 inches of snow has fallen. That's crazy snow.
afternoon, aquarium officials are working to learn more about the third whale death in our area. We've been telling you about this all day. A spokesman from the Virginia Aquarium said the juvenile was spotted late Saturday night.
Now, this is the third whale to wash up in this area of Hampton Roads in southeastern Virginia. One was found near the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel, the other along the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel.
Developing low-pressure systems have brought heavy snow and strong winds and created whiteout conditions along the Sea of Japan coast. More than 90 centimetres of snow had piled up in the city of Tottori as of 2 p.m. Saturday. That's about 10 times the average for this time of year. A train carrying 26 passengers in the city has been stranded for more than 20 hours. It was brought to a halt by a fallen tree. Workers have removed the tree but are still trying to clear snowdrifts.
New South Wales is burning. Despite desperate efforts by emergency crews, dozens of wildfires are raging amid extreme heat and strong winds in the Australian state. At least one person suffered serious burns. Wildlife's under threat too, as are properties, a number of which are reported to have been destroyed. With temperatures over 45 degrees Celsius in places, the local fire service says the situation's catastrophic.
Wow! Winds of 70 to 90 k's, pushing 100 now. Some of those trees there are starting to snap. Complete whiteout. Absolute carnage. Have a look at this! Holy shit! Holy shit! Trees are snapping! Complete whiteout! This is insane!
Wintry weather and heavy snow have shut down schools and educational institutions in 8 provinces across Iran. Snow has blanketed northern and western provinces of Ardabil, Azvin, Zanjan, Markazi, Hamadan, Semnan, and Kohkiliye Boyar Ahmad.
Parts of Hungary are on flood alert, with melting ice causing mayhem. It's the flip side of a rise in temperatures after weeks of freezing conditions. Some homes are submerged in the east of the country.
Yeah, Sandy, we said it was coming.
Here it is. This slow-moving storm has inched over the top of us right now, bringing with it this cold, driving rain, very gusty winds. Kasabaan na po mo, ingon na po nagbuhiin na ninyo.
Second day, Sydney has been hit by intense hailstorms. 3 people were taken to hospital after being struck by lightning. Large parts of our northwest and northern beaches were struck by hail, as you can see it there, with 5 damaging storm cells moving east to the coast from the Hunter region, south through the city to Bowral and Kiama.
It closed in fast and fierce. Hail hammering northwest Sydney, thundering into rooftops at Pennant Hills, huge chunks of ice, some the size of hands.
Severe flooding has forced more than 200 people out of their homes in Northern California. A flooded creek broke its banks Tuesday in a neighborhood in San Jose. This comes after a powerful 24 hours of rain smashed through the area, leaving trees down and mudslides throughout the region. Fire officials say rescue crews have been using boats to take the evacuees to a documentation area where they can rinse off, being forced right now to take shelter. San Jose has seen double the amount of rain it normally gets by this point in the year.
This is the only way millions in Santiago are able to get clean water. A long wait at emergency tanks to fill up bottles and buckets. And this is why. The rivers that millions depend on now raging with rubble and mud. The heavy rain, which started on Saturday, rushed down the Andes Mountains, triggering enormous mudslides. some of which then slammed into people's homes.
Continuamos llevándoles a ustedes esta información desde el municipio de Campo Alegre, donde el río Frío ha hecho una enorme avalancha, dejando miles de damnificados en la capital arrocera del Huila. Nos encontramos en el barrio Panamá. Ahí, como pueden ustedes observar al fondo, el Colegio Municipal Eugenio Ferro Falla, el puente sobre la carrera séptima que se encuentra al fondo, y por este lado encontramos la enorme palizada que deja el río. Aquí, como pueden ustedes ver, hay una volqueta que quedó arrasada por las fuertes crecientes que hiciera el río en la mañana de hoy. Al fondo podemos observar otro vehículo que también fue arrasado por la avalancha registrada en la mañana de hoy. Una mañana triste para los campoaleños.